You can say people can ask like, well, what does it matter to you? It can back smack them real quick, and I'd hope to get away with it because obviously they deserve to smack in the face. Because why? Because Obamacare doesn't affect everybody. So everybody who was already on an insurance plan or doing what they were supposed to do, or somehow just had a plan or whatever it was, aren't being ripped off from the government. Like the government's not redistributing all their money, wealth, or cash, everything like that. I mean, up to this point, we're $22 trillion in debt or whatever. So, what is our dollar worth? What is our money even worth these days? So, you can say, like, oh, this doesn't pertain to you, Christopher. You know, Christopher. This does not. That's my name, by the way, Christopher. So, be saying, Christopher, this doesn't pertain to you. Obamacare only pertains to those who need affordable care acts, affordable insurance. They couldn't go out and get affordable insurance before. No, they needed to vote to clap and praise this guy like he's God, and then have him come and force one on them. That's what they needed. That's what everybody needed. We all needed somebody to come in as a practitioner from the government. So we need Dr. Obama here. Dr. Obama's going to come in. He's going to probe you people. So you better watch out. You better run and hide. Better better be scared when Obama comes to your town because he's going to probe you, but good. So, anyways, but so for on a real note, so Obama care the Affordable Health Care Act must be repealed. It's all unconstitutional, and why would it be un-American? Well, because it goes against your constitutional rights. Now, if you look at an insurance like car insurance, say, um, some people can get killed on the road. If you have an accident, your car needs to be repaired. So, um, how that goes, I can understand why they needed to make that a law if people were going to be out driving. But see, people didn't just say like, "Oh, I'm gonna decide to live." You know, people are kind of forced into that situation. So, as far as the insurance things go, I think it was really unfair of them to not, as a government, be like Ronald Reagan and tell them, well, the best thing I can do is to back off. I can maybe tell you how. You know what I'm saying? If I was Reagan, I would say, well, right now I can tell you how I got my insurances whenever I was, before I was big or whatever, before I had, I was being responsible or whatever. I'd give you some kind of sob story. So I don't know, but I definitely would not try to hijack everybody from the government. And I am aware of that this was a Clinton um, type of policy that they wanted to push when Bill Clinton was president. So, and he was on Hillary Clinton, as a matter of fact, was unable to get it pushed at the time. So they got this guy in here now, um, and how they did it, it was in, see what it says right here, the Affordable Healthcare Act, right here, March 23rd, 2010. So, in March 23rd, 2010, there there was not a Republican Congress and a Republican Senate. It was all liberal. Like, um, if they were thinking about it, they could have went for the guns right then because they were all majority. So I was just gonna say like, Democrat people who are registered Democrat might possibly, and then they might not, because I know a couple that are registered Democrat for whatever reason. It was just where they're from, but they're cool as far as I'm concerned. So, um, anyways, I just wanted to say some people really truly need to be disarmed out there. Should not have a firearm at all. Um, Weapons like that. So, if it is a Democrat strategy and they want to push other things like disarming society, couldn't they, um, like, say, take their base and basically disarm their own base, and then we'll have a civil war because it's come down to it being way too personal and they're vindictive and they're trying to get even with everybody and they're sneaking all this stuff in, ripping everybody off. So um, you look at how many vacations Obama took. Some people like O'Reilly and other people like that try to say like Bush was worse, taking worse, uh, spending more money from the people. I doubt it. They're doing that. They're saying those things to try to get Obama to come on their show. But anyways, um, O'Reilly did that, and then he ripped Obama's lips off. Is what he did. But Bush did not um, take no lavish vacations like that, and did not waste the people's money like that. I'm so sure. The housing market bubble, the housing crash, probably took about probably a trillion of the $4 trillion that was spent under Bush, and then 9/11 happened. There was billions of dollars. They hit the Pentagon. So people out here, these fucking dumb idiots. I'm sorry, but I'm saying it. These dumb fucking idiots out here are gonna say we attacked our own Pentagon. Are you serious? Are you fucking kidding me? Talk about back to fucking back smacking some motherfucker. It just really pisses me off that somebody would ever even fucking say that in a million fucking years. Just ridiculous. Talk about people who should not have a gun, should be disarmed if they've got one. They probably go to jail for it too. If you go over there and you fucking whatever. But anyways, is Trump or Cruz or any of these Republicans, any of them, even Trump, I voted for him. That's who I'm voting for now. Early on, I said I like Trump and Cruz were my top two picks from the beginning. Um, and I do like the guy Ben Carson, like him. But for whatever reasons, I've been persuaded to go for Trump. So that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna stick with. Um, so realistically, even him, when he said that, is he have a plan to repeal Obamacare? I told everybody what I would do, and that would give me an opportunity as a Republican or conservative president. If I became a president, what I would do with Obamacare, it's better sooner now than later to take care of this thing, is I would do like a chat, like a huge chat with all the American people, and I'd sit them all down, and I would we would go through this, and we would go through different companies and how we can transfer them over from a government run coverage thing on everybody, which has all their information and I mean atrocious. So that gives me the right to be atrocious in a way where I can talk about these things to um, not fix or correct them, maybe, but actually to maybe really undo and change that whole entire 8 years of just hideous, just absolute chaos. Talk about how many shootings we're gonna have here. Under you're gonna vote for Hillary Clinton. You guys want Hillary Clinton in, and we've had a bunch of gun shootings, bombings. You know, I mean left and right. under this guy. And you think that any of these guys, or even Bernie's, different, has a different agenda? Some people are seriously trying to sweat me on that, like trying to like get in my face on the internet, basically. Like, no, Bernie isn't like that. He's not an establishment. He's not. No, Bernie's. The Republicans are establishment to me, as far as I'm concerned. But the people like Bernie and Hillary and Obama are in the elitist groups, and they might all be globalists. They might all be leading to a global economy, because if you look back to not George Bush, the second president George Bush, but the first one, his dad had United Nation ties, had ties with the UN and stuff. So to be clear with that, I understand that he was doing projects with the United Nations. They're peacekeepers, so I would never think that he was trying to do us or them any harm, but he's trying to make maybe a one world government, possibly. The first George Bush was, not the second one. So, um, anyways, um, so we all know how the first president went down, um, and um, the first George Bush or whatever. Um, and just crazy stuff. What people did allow allow like the government to come over and like almost like push you right out of your house, or like out of your car. Like, it's so atrocious. And then they've got different people that want to badger you over politics. Say, like, yeah, Black Lives Matter people or whatever. You know, and that's like a real atrocious like name they would use there. How much more like one sided can you be? That is so un-American. And I don't care if you think I'm racist or not. I tell you, really, what it is enough is enough. So um, I don't want to be bullied whenever, if I had a bank account, um, if I had a job that I went to, if I had a business, um, things that are really American. So it really makes me kind of wonder why um, why people are so against their country. Why are you so anti yourself, anti-American, and got to the point where we made Obamacare here? And remember, it was at a time where he had complete liberal power. So this is all stuff, events that could like make America rupture also. So don't ever forget that war is always possible and feasible. In the Civil War, they could have just separated themselves from the Union, but they were so mad at the time that they wanted blood from each other. So um, it's the I wasn't born yesterday, and it's more revealing every day. The day goes by, day after day, on how just personal it really is. And it's crazy awkward because like people that I think are more normal or whatever, just living a normal life or whatever, just go to their jobs and this and that, will maybe be more of a Republican type of person, responsible. And Democrats, people who drink all night and freaking smoke all crazy and do crazy things and go to crazy bars and whatever, and think crazy things or whatever. That's what I think. So whenever it comes to um, having another war or whatever, you're talking about pinning up people who are forced to pay for something for other people to what? You know, what are they doing? What are they doing? Who are these people? Are they abusing? Are they abusing the system? You know. So there's a lot of things that really need to be um, not just questioned, but dealt with head on in this country, and it's all personal. Um, and it's gonna pin us all at different pivotal moments like that. Like you want to put a liberal like this Hillary Clinton's out here right now jabbering her mouth off, talking about, the people put us in there, and that's what that's what the people want was a complete Nazi government, terrorist sympathizing, want to be uh, giving away America president. That's what they voted for. Let him put another liberal piece of shit justice. How many justices did he get to put in there so far? And they're all like probably biting their nails because they know like how pushy and forceful what they're doing is. You're going to do things that's against the will. I'd say the will would be the will of the people, would be the majority of people doing things, if not even if the overall population, it's just the people who pay for everything, get up and go to work and do this and that. We're just looking. Some people are looking for more responsibility in society, and this isn't the roaring 20s or anything like that. Everybody thinks it's a time to be buck nutty and loose. I've seen some people um, basically living in their apartment, um, basically like shitting in their apartment with no water in there. I guess is what I didn't see it. I just heard about it, but I'm like, whoa! I'm like these people like they don't take care of their kids. They've got children. They sit around all day and they act all like chomp. You know, the guy and the girl I think both act like chomp, but definitely dude acting more like a chump than anybody if he's not going out there and providing for his children. He's gonna have children. They're just gonna have kids so that they can use the system. It's it's crazy. It's crazy to me. Other people abuse welfare like that. It's how they have the system set up. They got it set up for them to be doing that and them to be like worth what? What are you worth? Because now here's this real socialist question that I have to ask. It's gonna make me sound like a communist socialist. I gotta ask you, what do you do? Do you go to work and have a job? Okay, if you have a job and you go to work, my question stops right there with you. Next person. You don't go to work. You don't have a job. What do you do? Do you do that is beneficial for society? What is what is society gonna benefit from you? Okay, and you're not necessarily putting the red like mark for dead with me just yet, but now I'm thinking now you're dead to me, and you're marked for dead, possibly, and like my enemy truly. If you want to actually cause harm to the place, you want to destroy the place, or you want to um, act up instead of, you know, I would say what I really didn't want, but I guess I would have to be stuck with them being a bit liberal in society and partying and doing this other stuff, and then not taking them out and killing them for that. I would be kind of sort of a hypocrite too for that myself if I were on board with that. because I've done stupid stuff when I was younger to understand young people and stuff. But I'm talking about our society and the overall picture. Do you want the Taliban to have their President Taliban head, uh, basically dictating to America? Because who's Obama? Who is he? He's not President Taliban Al Qaeda ISIS wannabe. Who is he? And he wants to disarm people. So I say, you Democrats, you take one side. If there's some way we can take even states or different parts of America, split it up and let them have it. Let them disarm their own societies. I don't know. They might be somewhat sort of onto something, but we're not going to disarm our people. Probably going to arm them. I would say we'd arm them more. And not only that, but I would give my side, uh, each, each state, their own means to fight back if they had to. So, and it could be China, it could be any place could try to come after us. Russia, Russia pulled out of Turkey. Why did they pull out of Turkey? You know, I mean, when's the next Bosnia? You know, how populated is the planet? What do these people really want? They're all globalists. They're going for a global agenda and they're trying to destroy our dollar so that they can get to their global agenda, globalist agenda, not an American economy agenda, which I think works pretty good because it gives each place an opportunity to work together as the world, and as the world turn, as the world in each different place, not being dictated to like that, but being set up like America was or is when it has um, a president in there that isn't for dictatorships, isn't for being a communist and trying to socialize everything and um, you know and destroy your capital, destroy your money because they don't know. I guarantee you, they have no idea. Nobody else has any clue what a global economy would be like. And then you're saying like what everybody should just be merchants with each other, right? But they should be allowed in each other's country. What like just roam through there, not have any passport, not you can't even ask these people even a question. You know, whoever they are, they can pass through any places. They come and go as they please. You know. Okay, I thought America was enough. Had enough with the liberal douchebags trying to pull this ridiculous shit on everybody.